so just before this video starts, we want to have a big shout out to Andrew at AL Developments for being kind enough to send us down one of the S2150 copper exhaust gaskets. These things are really cool. Like, as you can see, nice thickness, durability, no flappiness like the standard ones you get. And I was that impressed, I ended up getting 2 more for my other builds. But yeah, can't complain. Really nice guy to deal with. I've bought loads of stuff with in the past and his work is fantastic. And the reason being for buying a copper exhaust gasket is it's got 25% of an elasticity coefficient, so it will actually stretch before it will actually rupture and fail like a normal gasket will. Hence why they're used in the exhaust. They're used in head gaskets. Obviously a metal to metal contact, so it will form a better seal. And not only that as well, copper is a conductor, so any heat in the head or block temperatures as well, it will reduce that heat and take it out of that area, reducing those temperatures in those areas where you don't want it. Really great piece of equipment. And not only that, copper is more malleable than obviously stainless steel or whatever you are using, so it's going to form a better seal. It's going to mold to your manifold better, especially if some people are like, I've seen some manifolds where they've not been smooth and they've just been a bastard to seal. Like, honestly, I've had it on my car, on the downpipe. It's an absolute nightmare. So I think this is the way forward, definitely. And not only that as well, the best part about it is they're reusable. So if you pull your exhaust manifold off, you've had a shit scenario, it's a Sunday night, you've got nowhere to get parts, you can throw this back on. And that's why I think they're so fairly priced at £50 each, because you could buy an exhaust manifold gasket for 30 quid. If you have to change it a few times in its lifetime, or you have to pull something off or whatever, you've run into problems and you have to replace it, you're going to be spending more than 50 quid, 100%. Especially if you're fussy, like say you've gone from a standard setup, you've now put a Milltec manifold on, then you've decided, actually, you know what, I want a turbo manifold. You've bought 2 gaskets straight away. That's probably about 30 quid. Whereas you could have used that twice for the sake of 50 quid, and you know for a fact if you reuse it, it's going to work better than the standard gasket, and that's what you want. So just look at the quality. Look, this guy's workmanship is unbelievable. You cannot deny it at all. So I'll leave some photos as well of some of the stuff that I've bought off him in the past, because I have dealt with Andrew before. He's a lovely guy. Please be sure to check him out. I'll leave his stuff in the description. Honestly, gets your stuff sent out as soon as it's been bought as well. He's a fantastic guy. I cannot fault him, and he's the best in the game for head work. So if you want your head ported, the price ain't cheap, I will not lie, but he has proven to get the best results. And I've always been a great believer, you always pay for what you get. Same with this. So that was just a quick sort of thank you to Andrew at AL Developments again. Please be sure to check him out in the description. He has some great products. He does it for multiple cars like Zetec, CVH, S2150s, S2180s, and even he can do a custom one off for you as well. He's quite happy to do that. He's pretty flexible in that sort of sense. But yeah, let's get to actually showing off the other parts in this turbo build. What is happening, everyone? We're back today with another video. We're not doing any work on the car today. This is more of a show and tell video to show you what we actually have for this turbo build I mentioned in the previous video. So we're going to get straight into it. I've organised some of the bits, and we'll just sort of go through them individually. Apologies if you're not interested, obviously, because it is me just showing off what I've got. But you can sort of get an idea on what we'll need, because I'll leave a list of what we are needing now to finish this build. And then obviously we're still going to need to get JamSport to do the short block build, or possibly even just build up a long block for us, and I'll just have to switch the cams over, time it, just make it a bit quicker. So yeah, it's just showing what we got. So let's just get straight into it, really. let's start off with a bit that probably everyone's most interested in. So it is in the corner, tucked away, and this is all in my room, so I do apologise, but we do have let me get a phone to get some light. Okay, so in here you can see we have a VF34 hybrid. It is on a Chinese housing, but obviously you can see it's been rebuilt and extra fins have been added. I've been told this turbo is good for 400 brake horse, but obviously I'm not too sure, but we'll just have to give it a try. Obviously the log style manifold with a downpipe, all ceramic coated in white. The only thing I might do is, because it was clamped here and obviously there's no slots, I might just run a bead of weld when it's fitted. Like I'll test fit it to the car, see how it goes and run a bead of weld, or if not I'll just say to Jansport, could you guys do it? It's just a case of pulling the downpipe off. They could probably do a nicer job than me anyways. It's got a Turbo Smart Ultragate 38, as the standard wastegate, as you can see, has been sealed off and removed, so much more better whooshing and obviously more adjustment on the actual boost itself, because you can change the spring poundages and stuff like that in this setup. Which is a real nice setup. The only thing I don't like about it is obviously it's exposed. We will have to be getting rid of that with just a blank, so I will be doing that because I don't really want to be having a pipe going through the bonnet shooting fireballs. But yeah, there's no real much to say about this apart from the VF34 hybrid, added fins, Ultragate 38 by Turbo Smart. Yeah, pretty trick setup if I'm honest. The other thing that we do have with it, which I forgot to bring in this video, this pipe here is actually going to the modified water outlet housing, so I just need to tee into the return pipe to the coolant bottle and we're all good. And to go with this setup, obviously I know I've gone for black instead of the blue because you can't really see that. If we just get this out, Turbo Smart manual boost controller, real nice piece by the looks of it as well. You've got a little grub screw there to cap it off so no one can fuck with your setup, but I'll confirm that before I start messing with it. But yeah, real nice piece. I mean, you can't really complain for the money that you pay. All billet aluminium, anodized to a high quality. So we'll put that bad boy away. And again, more Turbo Smart stuff. Really impressed with the quality of their gear actually. I've never used them before, but you always see pretty good reviews online, hence why I went for them. This one's a bit of an odd one because in the original kit, obviously I got a lot of stuff that I didn't actually need, because it was like the kit came with a custom wiring harness, like different management, but it wasn't straightforward. Obviously I'd rather just go for a Black Master EMU rather than what was with it. It was a bit weird. Like I could probably use the loom like fine, it's a well made loom, but yeah, I'd rather just stick with the standard setup for now, because you actually can use a Black Master with the standard loom, and then if I want to go coil unplug, which that loom is catered for, I can always say to Jansport, look, I've been given this loom, what do you guys think? Could you alter it to make it work? Or they might go, no, you're going to need another one. So you can always cross that bridge when it comes to it. But it actually came with a Volkswagen Audi diverter valve. I think it was off an A3 or an A1 or something, but it's really nice quality, and has a blanking plate to take this trumpet off and just have it fully recircuit instead of having it whoosh. So I'm gonna have to figure out set up how to work this, because obviously that's fine, you just link that to the external gate there, and then you've got to plumb this in so it basically links like that. So one end will go to your intake and one end will go to your outtake of your turbo. But again, we can sort pipe work out and make some adjustments where we can, because all I would do is sort of like the intake from the Mountain Tune, just get a pipe like this with takeoff, so that will slot straight in, and then off the air filter takeoff I'll have another pipe going to the take in there, so it's not too difficult. Not only that as well, less vacuum line to run to your gate because it's right there. So yeah, again, a real nice piece, and you can actually adjust the top to make the whoosh harder or softer. So yeah, real cool bit of kit. Again, anodized and in a machined alley. Real nice bit of equipment. So let's just put that back. I'll put it back later, I can do all that. So the other stuff we've got, obviously we've got a return union for my sump. I've got a spare sump in a box there. And we also have a ported head and a spare block that has been honed, which I'll leave a picture in now. They're just too heavy to bring on the floor, and as you can see, we're strapped for room. So yeah, and then we've got a T-piece for the oil pressure switch with a new pressure switch too, which will run to this braided line here, so that's all sorted. New Marley exhaust and intake valves, so new valve train as well. We just need to get some better valve springs and retainers. These we will not be needing, these standard piston rings, so I will be listing these on the website. They are from Burton Power. These are for a standard ST150 build, so if anyone does want to buy them, I'll be listing up fairly cheap. So yeah, I'll be listing them on the website definitely, because I do not need these now because I've got something else. Obviously, as you do, oil. We've got the uprated 2.3 oil pump from JamSport. As you can see, it's had some modifications, so it fits with a 2 litre. And it comes with a special pickup to make it work too. So a bit more oil pressure going through the lump, which is nice. Obviously, standard stuff like your filter. We've got a new water pump as well. Uprated 440cc injectors is a must. Obviously, new spark plugs. King Racing bearings too. More valves. So obviously we have 16 of the bad boys, so a few boxes there, a few boxes here. ARP mains is a must on the turbo build, so we've got those, and we've got some ARP Conrod bearings for the big ends too. We've got quite a good deal on these. These actually came, I bought the rings, ARP, the King bearings as well with my block, and a free crank with it for £150. We got such a steal because the mains are like the main studs are worth that alone. We've got some Victor Ryan's head bolts, but we won't be using those because we're going to upgrade to ARP, hence all the other stuff there, so they're just here for show. So again, if you do want to buy these, they will be on the website with those, not a problem. A timing chain kit. I'm just not going to try and open this up too much, like all the stuff, because obviously it gets a bit boring after a while. But yeah, as you can see, guides, tensioners, pulleys, new chain, you name it, it's got it. So I would have gone Genuine 4, but they don't actually make a kit for these, and the chain alone is 100 quid. So yeah, it's a pretty expensive job just to do a Genuine 4 chain. I know a lot of you people are going to go, oh, for God's sake, like, why don't you go Genuine? But like, even just trying to get the parts, it's just a nightmare. No one has the complete stuff in stock, which is a pain. And obviously a new rocker cover gasket, so we'll put that to one side. And then forged pistons. So these are the Waseco version. We'll only get one out just to save the grief. Obviously we still need to get forged rods and stuff like that, but it should give you a nice idea on what's to come. So as you can see, lovely quality of piston. They've got the rings fitted to them already, so I don't know if they've been gapped or not, but I'll just say to JamSport, look, could you just check them? I mean, they don't really look like they've got any marks on them to say like whether they've been gapped properly, so I'll leave that to them guys. They're the experts when it comes to forged builds. I am not. And as you can see, it's only got the cutouts one side. I think it's for the intake side, which tells us that this is the low compression, because normally the high compression forge lumps will have like a big lump in the middle. You'll know what I mean, because my Mark III build is going to have high comp forged pistons. But yeah, that's pretty much the pistons. As you can see, real nice quality. Got these real cheap. I think these are about £750 brand new. We got these for about 400 quid. So again, got a nice little deal on a good set of pistons there. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best, guys. I mean, we're doing this properly. I've got a few items that we're changing up, so just bear with me. And I forgot to mention, if you are doing this, you need to get this map sensor, the Mazda MPS. Got one from Bosch, so this is a must too. And then in this trolley, we've got like head gasket kit, all the gaskets, silicone, sealer, you name it, it's in there. But big shout out to you, Andrew at AR Developments. Please be sure to check him out. I'll leave all of his links in the description. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the little show and tell on this video today. It's probably going to be a bit of a long one, but if you guys are stuck to the end, big thank you. I'll do a clip before this video anyway, just to give him a shout out, just in case some of you didn't make it. But yeah, anyways, guys, take it easy. See ya.